Hello. Okay, so right now going to refill the bird Suet. I don't know how to pronounce it, but what it is, it's like rendered beef, corn, white millet, oats, sunflower meal. And this one is rendered beef, corn, white millet, oats, and blueberries. Essentially, they're like treats for birds. They're bird food, but like they're actually pretty cool in terms of how they're made. Because the rendered beef, which is like essentially like fat that has been like heated up and stuff to like make it into this solid, and then they put the bird food in it, like the corn, the millet, which I don't know what that is, oats, and sunflower, and then in that one it's berry. But what's cool is they hold the shape for a very long time, and birds just like pick at it because they can pick through the fat, and they just eat it, and it like sustains the birds, it keeps them around, and if you keep it in the same location, they'll learn where it is and they'll come back. And in the winter, because there's not that much food around for the birds, but some birds do stick around in the winter, like cardinals, these are great to help them out through the winter. And again, if they recognize where the food is, then maybe you'll have some bird friends in the winter. And I love wildlife in the winter, like deer and cardinals in the snow. It's very beautiful, very picturesque. Is that a cardinal I hear right now? Okay, so this one, all right. They're kind of like, they're a little slimy, a little oily. I wonder why. They kind of don't smell that great, but it's all good. So here is what you put it in. It's like this cage that closes. And these cages cost like $2. They're not expensive, especially if you get it at Walmart, like in the gardens section. They have them year round. So yeah, you just like take the cage, you take the bird Suet, and then you just plop it in there. And get it to stick in there. So like so. And then you just close it. And then once it's closed, you take it to where you're gonna put it, and then you hang it up. So there's one. That one has the sunflowers in it. Yeah, it's just cool. It's a nice thing to do for the birds, and if you are nice to the birds, they will reward you with their presence and their song, which is a nice thing in the day, if you can hear some bird songs. There's actually like a recent study about how literally just like listening to bird song is good for your mental health, which that's kind of cool, because you kind of just can go outside if you're nearby birds and listen in for a little bit and just get a little boost for your day. So getting the second one, I put this one up in the tree. Alright. So again, you open up the cage, and these are cheap. Get them at Walmart or Amazon probably, or your local bird food supply store or like pet store. Buying local is always good. Actually, there's a restaurant nearby that sells these. They're a little bit more expensive. They're probably like $3.99 versus like this was like $1.50. But I think they actually use like leftovers from the ingredients that they use in the restaurant, which is really cool. So now that I'm remembering that, I'm actually probably going to go back there and buy one of those, because that's really cool. And that's like some circular economy, sustainable stuff, which is very cool. All right, got a little bit on my hands. It's all good, but here we go. You can see the blueberries in there. So they're all pretty similar in of that they're like basically rendered beef and corn, but like this one has blueberries and then the other one has sunflowers, and I guess that just different birds like different food. That would be something to look into. But of course, the amazing thing about life is I don't need to know that right now, and that's something to learn in the future, and I'm excited to learn it when I do. Yeah. So maybe not gonna do that Google right now. I'm just gonna hang this up. All right. There's one. Oh, how did I do that? Before. Oh my god. What if it just opened up right now? LOL. Okay. All right, there we go. So I got one hanging there and one hanging there. Two bird suets, I don't know. But two bird food feeders. And you know, always looking out for the birds, love the birds. Oh, these suets are for the birds. Oh God. All right. So yeah, that's a fun thing to do. Occupies a little bit of time, and then also gives you some friends to hang out with in the winter months, or if it's in the summer or the fall or the spring, you can do those all year round, which is really cool. And again, if you keep them in the same place and keep them regularly stocked, you'll begin to see more birds over time as they remember the location of the bird feeders. So yeah, just throwing this away now. Probably, I mean, it says it's recyclable, but we'll see. Okay. So that's a vlog.